Hey guys, so this is a review for Marvel's Luke Cage, Season 1, Episode 1, Moment of Truth. Um I'm actually speechless. I love this first episode, and I never thought I'd say that. Never. Okay, so check this out. Personally, as a human being, I usually do not watch anything like urban, but like that deals with like thugs and like like the hood and stuff. It's not for me. I don't like watching stereotypes in film. I don't like watching all the N words they use and all that stuff. So for me, I thought that this Luke Cage movie or episode, I thought, or series really, I thought that it was going to be somewhat like that, but I needed to give it a chance. I wanted to give it a chance. And especially when I found out that, it's going to be authentic to Harlem. Now, I'm not sure if any of you guys have been to Harlem, but I have. This is kind of close to it. Obviously, this is just a film. I mean, real life is a lot more. There were a lot more people on the street and stuff like that. But this episode was remarkable. Remarkable. So of course I'm like anticipating like, oh crap, it starts at a barber shop. It's gonna be just a stereotypical barbershop stuff where they talk trash about people and talk about boxing and sports. They do that, but at the same time, you're actually kind of liking Luke Cage. You're liking Pops, like there's things for you to hold on to grasp. And the guys that were sitting getting their haircut, or Chico who was giving the haircut, you can tell that they have this not childlike, but like, like a young guy who doesn't know where to go with life, but like all they know is they want to make money and f some girls. Like, those are real life people. So for me, I was like, okay, these characters seem like real life people. I'm liking this so far. And honestly, like I said before, my fear of watching like urban films and films that deal with the hood is that I'm just oh wow, they're black, so it's gonna be, I don't want to call it ghetto, but it's gonna be very all about stealing money, killing people, using guns, strippers. And honestly, like, coincidentally enough, this episode has all those things, but it's done right. It's done with so much care. The script is done with a lot of love, and I love it so much. Of course, they introduce us to Misty Knight, who is a detective. If you watch or if you read the comics, Misty Knight is a detective with a bionic arm. So I'm looking forward to that. Of course, they kind of call out that Misty Knight here is a lot older. She's not some young 20s. She is a woman who is a career detective, and so that's fascinating for me too. Luke Cage steals the whole episode for me. Now get this, Cottonmouth. I'm like, oh great, stereotypical bad guy. Stereotypical. Nope. There was something about how this actor plays Cottonmouth. Also, just the character, the way it's written, it's menacing, it's scary, and I love it. I mean, he kind of reminds me that he could be like a Blade character or like a Blade bad guy. So I just love everything about this episode. I was just on the edge of my seat the whole time. I knew the whole thing with the Asian. Of course, I've already seen the promos where Luke Cage stops these guys from harassing this Asian couple, but of course, we never knew that that was his landlord. So that kind of made me happy that he did something for them, even though they kind of treated him with disrespect, like wasn't talking to him in the right tone. But I get it. I get it. But just to see that Luke Cage has a heart, that he's compassionate, kind, and he just wants to be left the F alone, I love it. I love it. What else can we talk about? Obviously, a drug deal, or a drug deal gone bad. Obviously, there's wait. Can we talk about Alfred Woodard's character, the councilwoman? Now, I've seen her in a few films, in a few TV shows, And she's a great actress, she really is. But nothing captivated me more than this. Like, she's a councilwoman, and the way she's petting, when they're at the park and she's being interviewed by the news and she's talking about Harlem, she's like being extra cutesy with all these children. Oh, I remember you. Oh, you better watch out. All that kind of stuff is cute. And then she gets sanitizer and wipes her hands. So you can tell that she really doesn't care about these people. She just wants to be the leader of something. She just wants to be the head councilwoman of Harlem, which she is. And of course she's doing dirty things as well. So that's really fascinating for me. And and the way she spoke about Harlem and how Harlem is run by Black America, and that she wants it to be the best place, a thriving, prosperous place. And she starts naming all these influential Black leaders. And of course, it's like, wow, they're really talking about things that people really genuinely think about and that people really genuinely stand by. And yet she's doing something seedy behind it. So like, you don't know whether she truly loves her city, her county, her neighborhood, or is she just playing the game because of money and favors. I love all that stuff. Let's see. Of course, Luke Cage, we get to see a flashbacks of his past somewhat. Shades, he's kind of afraid of shades. Why? It's giving me very um, Jessica Jones vibe. What does Shades do? Like, I don't know. In my mind, I'm like, he must be an inhuman or a meta. He must be an enhanced person. I'm using all three things besides mutant. I'm using all three things. He must be one of those things for Luke Cage to get rattled by seeing shades. So that's another fascinating thing. Wow, honestly, this is just episode one. I'm sure there's more to come. I'm sure I'm about to watch episode two real soon. So, of course, I will also review that here. So, just stay tuned and we'll talk about episode two. Now, by episode two, I'm sure we will have more in details to talk about. But, like I said, episode one hooked me. I'm hooked. I loved it. End of story. If you have any comments about episode one, leave it in the comment section below. And otherwise, stay tuned for episode two coming right now. Hey guys, so I finally watched Luke Cage episode 2, Code of the Streets. And this episode is more serious in tone. It's a lot more solid. The characters have more time to grow. And honestly, another fantastic episode. Now, we all saw this coming a mile away. Episode 1, Pops. He's the beloved character. He's the moral compass. He's a guy who had history but now learned from it and is trying to encourage Luke to move forward, to with since he has all these abilities, to use it, not to be ashamed, not to be afraid, not to cower. So, of course, the moral compass of the series, only on episode 2. Well, yeah, he only had 2 episodes. He is killed off. Insane. So, okay, so Chico, I don't think he died. I think he got shot, but like he didn't die. I'm not sure if Cottonmouth or Cornell and his goons are gonna finish him off. We're not so sure yet, but perhaps his character's storyline ends here, which it should be good. I mean, really, Chico had nothing bigger to do except for hold a bag full of money. Um, Here's the thing with shades. Every time I see shades, I'm thinking to myself, when he takes off those shades, he's probably going to use a power of some sort. He's probably going to use his abilities, or he probably has abilities. I don't know. Like, I'm always hopeful. And then he's just a regular guy. He's just shady. No pun intended. I don't know, man. Like, what can he do? Is he anything more than just a thug? Ay, ay, ay. Anywho, Misty. Let's talk about Misty. Misty's pretty cool. I mean, she's smart. She's quick-witted. She has a lot of she's spunky. She has a lot of comebacks. I love that. She's confident. She relies more on her intelligence than anything else. I love how her name was, she's one of the great ones to play on that basketball court, that street basketball court. So her initials are on there, MK, Misty Knight, Mercedes, I think. I'm slowly liking her character for sure, for sure. And then her partner, uh, I forgot his name, but he's kind of weird in a way. He's not necessarily comedic, like he's not really like a comedic character or like a character for us to laugh at. Because, but at the same time, it's like we all know he's sort of clueless, so that's pretty interesting. Um, I still love this relationship between Cornell, aka Cottonmouth, and his cousin, the councilwoman. I forgot her name. Sorry. I love their characters together. Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, one of these days, Cornell's gonna be super tired of his cousin, but at the same time, like they're family. There is no fear built within each other. Like they don't feel like they're gonna betray each other, but you never know. You never know. So, of course, towards the end of this episode, Luke Cage realizes that the councilwoman is in line with the goons. Like she's up to no good because she's carrying the backpack that was stolen from, or taken from Chico. Yeah, wow. I knew, I saw it coming. I saw it coming. I knew Pop's place was gonna get shot down. I saw it, and I felt kind of sad. But this lets you know this episode is legit, really, really good. Um, I'm looking forward to seeing what else will happen. What now that the domino effect has finally activated? Where will this go? Will Luke Cage be the one constantly badgering people and constantly uh, busting through doors, or well, that's the only way. Or because I was thinking, or maybe he decides to lie low a little bit and then trouble comes his way again. But that would be kind of plot wise, that would be kind of going backwards. So I think this is it for him. He's finally woken up, so he's awoke, as they say. And as far as well, as far as Luke Cage is concerned, I feel like he's gonna find an ally, which will be with Misty. But at the same time, I really think that he'll find his way back to Rosario Dawson's character, the night nurse. What's her name? I forgot her name. Gosh, I suck at this. She's gonna show up soon. I'm sure of it. There's so much to love about, and I'm only on episode 2. There's so much to love about these characters. I'm looking forward to it. Did you guys like it? If you did, what didn't you or did you like? What predictions do you have? Comment this, or yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know. For me, I feel like now the domino has finally fallen and things are about to ramp up, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to watch episode 3 and episode 4, and I'll review it. So thanks for listening, guys.